Okay, hi everybody, I'm Mihail, and I'm doing a voiceover for the playthrough of Death's Door that I did. Well, this is specifically the Urn Witch boss battle, and I haven't done any of these before. This is my first time doing something like this, where I kind of edited together a video and then going through and recording a voiceover for it. Because this is, I actually had a lot of fun with this boss battle, and I mean it was supposed to be fun. They designed it that way, but I ended up doing a whole bunch of attempts at this, and actually the very first attempt, I'm not doing any kind of speed up, but afterwards we're gonna speed up a whole bunch and see me die a whole bunch. Yeah, so right now you're watching me just kind of like figure out like what is this boss battle about, like what are the kinds of things I need to be watching out for, because this is my very first attempt at this, one of one of many. So yep, there we go. So I need right there I learned that I need to watch out for those bounces, and I need to be more careful with this kind of like bullet hell type attack that she does. And there we go. I think a lot of my deaths are as a result of me just trying to reflect the green projectiles back at her. But for many of them, I was using the wrong button. I was pressing X, and I really should have been using right trigger to charge up the attack. So a lot of my a lot of the hits that I've taken were as a result of me trying to reflect the projectile back at her, but then ended up getting hit with it because that's just, I was using the very wrong button. So instead of reflecting, I just got it. So here I went back to regular speed because there's something really, really cool. There we go. Here I learned basically a game changer, where when she's doing the kind of speed. Oh, okay, that's right. So the big thing is if you charge up an attack and reflect a projectile, it will double. It'll double whatever you're charged. So for a lot of these, I'm trying to charge up an attack and then use that with the projectile in order to inflict more damage on her. And yep, that's why I ended up dying a whole bunch, is because I was using the wrong button. But yeah, so with the fire in the pot, that was a game changer for me. That I was just instantly made the fight a little bit easier, but then also in some ways harder, because now I knew that okay, if she's doing the bullet hell kind of thing, and I don't get an attack in on that, then I'm probably just not gonna have a lot of success with that particular attempt. So here, this is spoiler alert. This is my final death. This is my final attempt, and you'll know it because I've gone back to kind of real time instead of speeding up through it. So here, that was a good reflection. That was also a good reflection. Yes, I've learned. I've practiced at this point many times. And here I'm recharging my my projectiles, getting some hits in there. Oh, look at that! That's just that's so good. You love to see it. You love to see it. So getting a whole bunch of hits, and yeah, I really like using the daggers. So you start the game off with a sword, and the sword is fine, but if you go right before you get to the mansion, there's something you can do to get the daggers that are near the entrance there. And I really like using them. I really like just mashing the X button and just getting all those hits in. Here I really wish I would have deflected or reflected more of those back at her instead of just away. But that's okay. That's yeah. I don't think I'm gonna get any. Yep, that was a missed opportunity right there. I was so upset at myself for that particular one because it's like, oh, I should know better. I should be better at aiming, but I think with like 2 or 3 health bar left, I was just a little bit flustered, I guess would be the word. Okay, so now I have another attempt. There we go. I'm recharging. So my strategy with this was to kind of lure her to the edge, away from the center, and then that would give me more opportunity to get the fire in there. So there we go. And now she's gotten way angrier, and she's going to be throwing a whole bunch of projectile at me. There we go. Yep. So I was a little bit stressed at this point, and yeah, there we go. There goes my third bar. So I've got one more left, and I think at this point I was so relieved that this was finally over. Thank you for reflecting that one final projectile at her was key. So yeah, so this was Grandma. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. Had a lot of fun playing this. Thanks all. Cheers. Stay safe and healthy.